Hey, welcome back to Backyard Dynamics. I'm your host, Robbie C. We got Billy G, Jericho. Dave is back again. And Gabe is missing, but Dave is here again. So I don't know what that means, but yeah.
Coincidence?
And our special guest.
And a special guest, Nick. Not Dave. Nick.
I'm not special.
Yeah, no, Dave's been here before.
Yeah, his speciality lost a long time.
Old news. I'm old news.
He's getting old. Getting older.
Yeah. So if you're joining us again, and if you watched the last podcast, we were talking about the Burns Canyon trip where we all went except Billy G. This time with Nick and Dave,
Billy G.
They hit the Rubicon just this past week.
Without Billy G.
Without Billy G.
Yep.
Without Robbie C. And without Jericho.
Oh.
Unfortunately, we couldn't make it, but they're here to tell us their story and how their trip was for our first timer.
Their adventure.
Welcome aboard, Nick.
Thank you.
Welcome.
It's your first podcast?
It is definitely, yes.
All right. Don't be nervous.
No. Yeah. Thanks a lot for that.
Yeah. Well, since you've never been here, tell the viewers what you drive, what you built.
So I got a 2004 Toyota Tacoma on 40-inch tires, Ford axles, twin cased, just a pretty mean rig. 16s in the rear and 14s in the front.
Damn.
So trying to compete with Dave over here.
Oh, you surpassed me.
He's got the 16s front and rear. So
you're talking about shock length, 16s in the rear.
I got ORIs though.
Okay, yeah, different shock.
Yeah, so that was pretty key on the Rubicon because I was able to pump them up and make them stiffer real easy.
Oh, nice.
And I wasn't, veering around corners and stuff because it's a 2.5 to 3 hour drive to get to the trail.
Or is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a brutal. My rig is not very good on the road.
Yeah.
So it was a not so fun ride.
Well, it's 4-linked with full hydro, right?
It's 3-linked in the front, and then I
3-linked.
got a Y-link in the rear.
A Y-link. Oh, I thought you were 4-linked.
No.
Oh, okay.
I depends on how well the rear holds up. I might 4-link the rear.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's where my handling issues are.
But doesn't a Y link give you more articulation?
I really don't know how to answer that.
Or does it limit?
It's kind of an offset Y-link.
Yeah.
So you may not be getting what you may expect, like from a pre-runner.
Yeah.
You know how it's all centered mount?
Yeah.
Oops. Then, you'll get a little bit more articulation, but because it's a side mount, you really...
Okay.
So
Mine
without
only
moving
goes
like...
off to one of the sides. So like your conventional Jeep will have, it comes off of both ends.
Yeah.
Where mine, I get the fuel tank, so I only go off to the passenger side.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Interesting. So a 4-link is not too limiting, you think?
A 4-link, when you set it up, it moves very well.
Yeah.
4-link is
4-link
better than no
It's
link.
better than 3-link.
Just saying.
That's 1 link
No,
extra.
4-link, is...
What?
The link systems is probably one of the better ones.
You got to rephrase it. It's triangulated 4-link.
Okay, yeah. Because that means...
Because the 4Runner has a 4-link,
Yeah.
and it has a 5th link, which is a panhard bar to keep the
Stable.
axle from going left to right. So the triangulated is literally what it means. It's like a triangle, right? You got a center
the
triangle
center.
and then 2 outers.
Is that square regulated? It's
It's triangulated.
Mind blown.
Yeah.
And that's the ultimate for like pre-runner, a rock crawler.
Yeah.
You build it in the back.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
4-link, is that like Zelda? 4 links with like little swords and stuff? Or
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Same
Or you, Zelda
Yeah.
nerds.
Samesies.
So,
Oh, sorry.
how did those ORIs do?
It's been a love-hate relationship with them. They've been back to the manufacturer about 3 times now.
Holy shit.
And they have maybe 2,000 miles on them. But I think that we got everything figured out on them. So now they've been handling great since then.
Good.
I had an issue with right before the Rubicon, the main seal that goes between the lower chamber and the upper chamber let go, and the truck pitched to the front left. And I was driving around like that for a little while. But yeah, it's fixed now.
Yeah, I see a lot of buggies with them. How do they compare to just a regular air shock?
They're nothing like an air shock.
No?
No, it's the closest is to a coilover because they are tunable. You adjust the pressures. They have quick adjustments on the bottom, and I have reservoirs on mine too. The air shocks, they don't. They're a shock, but they don't let you smooth out the ride and
Yeah.
huge hits and stuff. Where these They're just night and day. Like now that it's dialed in, the truck feels like you're on a pillow.
Okay. Yeah, it's good things I hear about it.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm starting to like them.
Yeah. And you mentioned your truck has a doubler?
Yes, I have a Northwest Fab doubler in it,
With
which I'm trying to sell to Dave.
Is it the Toyota transfer cases inside the Northwest?
Yes, yeah, the 2.7.
So did you get the billet housing and then just 2 transfer cases and put them in?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I took apart I think it was out of a push button 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
And I took that and gutted it and made that.
Yeah. That's what I want to do with the 4Runner. I have 2 transfer cases. And I know that like a few other companies where they sell like a billet to go in between both transfer cases. You kind of utilize the same casing. But I like the Northwest Vac because it's all new billet, right? And you just pull it apart and use all the guts and just throw them in.
On yours, did you take out the pills so you can do 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive?
No, I didn't do that. I know Dave did that, right?
Yeah, that's what I have.
Yeah. I just ended up just swapping the J shifter in it. I was like, I'm never going to use it. And it's like $250 for that kit.
The sticks, yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't see any pros in it for me.
For us, it's huge because being on the bigger tires, pretty much anytime you leave the pavement, you got to put it in the first low. So being able to drive around in the sand and stuff in low range is really nice.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you got to, put it in 4-wheel drive in your case, and you're driving around with the extra weight on it.
Yeah. Yeah. I did have a rock crawler. It was a Colorado. I don't know if we were Facebook friends at the time, but
it wasn't official at that point.
Yeah. Oh, we weren't official. Facebook official yet. But I did have a 2007 GMC. No, it's a GMC Canyon. And it had Super Duty axles.
Brody's old Canyon.
Brody's old
really?
one. Yeah.
How does everybody know Brody? Everyone
knows. I don't know. Everyone knows him. But I bought his old Canyon off of him. Ended up having a bent shaft for the hydro assist, which caused major what's that called? The Jeeps get it all the time. Death wobble. Where like the was really the bend in the shaft was literally right where normal driving, and it came out of the canister just like
so
right there.
Bypass.
Yeah, so got that fixed, and then I redid the geometry, and then I converted it back to leaf springs on the back because he did have a Y-link on it too, and ended up breaking. So,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So fixed the suspension, got it going, fixed the separation in the front for 40s, and adjusted link lengths, and dude, it rode like I just put a finger on there and you let go and it rode straight.
Mine does not do that.
It took a lot of time and measuring and stuff for me to get it straight.
Yeah.
But I had a NP205 that was double shift, right? And I liked that because it was a true twin shifter where one controlled pretty much the front axle and one controlled the back. So, either both low forward, both high back, or you can just do front digs if you want it. And that's probably what I wanted to do with this, but I don't know yet.
So I'm at the point right now where I'm going to put an Atlas in the truck. I was thinking about the 205 and 203 as a doubler. And the more I think about it, the more that's a lot of weight. That's
it's cast iron casing.
Several hundred pounds right there where I've seen them break, but I've never seen an Atlas break.
Yeah. Well, that, and you're stuck with the lowest for the one, right? And you can only double that. But with the Atlas, you can get 4-speed, and you can get even lower gears.
Yeah. So the 4-speed is what I'm going to do because I want my sand, which I'm going to keep the 2.7 for that.
Yeah.
And then I want my crawl, which I'm going to do like somewhere in the 5s. And then that way, when I double, I can really get bound up pretty easy.
Yeah.
So
that's the way to go. You should buy his doubler so you can do it.
That's what we've been talking about.
Kind of been talking about it.
Just do it, dude.
Just do it.
The only problem is that I want to get rid of it is because of the chain and kind of passing the chain on to Dave.
But that's every Toyota guy. Every Toyota guy's got to deal with the chain unless you have the old transfer case, which is hard to get.
Yeah, and if
then
you're going to spend the money
drop
on that, and then you're going to try and make that work, you might as well just...
Yeah. So the Atlas, I think me and... remember how we were discussing about the T56 Magnum and buying a factory T56? It's exactly how the transfer case is, too. Okay, I'm going to spend $2,500, and then you're at the end, you're at $3,000. When the new Atlas is $4,500, and you just spend a couple more to get something that's even better and stronger.
That's what I went through too. I'm $3,000 into the doubler setup.
Yeah,
and it's $2,000 more, brand new Atlas.
Sometimes it's better just hold out for the thing you want, man.
I didn't know any different at the time.
The buy once, cry once,
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Oftentimes
But
you're going to figure that
when
out.
when you start off, especially like you look on the forums, everyone's raving about the dual transfer case for Toyota.
Nah, forget
so
that.
everyone does it, right? Because everyone's talking about, just do the dual transfer case. It's the cheapest thing you can do. And then once you get into it and your truck's really built, you're like, shit, I just wasted all this money when I should have just went with an Atlas.
Yeah.
Have you looked into Behemoth?
So Ian was talking about them a little while back. He's got the placards up in there, and I keep seeing it, but I don't know enough about them. I know an Atlas is tried and true.
Yeah.
I'm kind of at the point where I kind of took a step out of my comfort going ORIs instead of coilover.
Yeah.
And it bit me pretty bad for the first couple of years, but now I'm okay with it. So I don't want that learning curve again.
Yeah.
I'm just good. It's Atlas. It's done.
Yeah.
So much support for Atlas.
Yeah. I know Dave Beckett, the owner of Bent Motorsports, when he built that old CJ, they ended up going with a Behemoth. I think him nicely packaged.
I believe it's just a 300, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty much a built 300.
Yeah.
Just from what I heard, but I heard it's pretty beefy too.
That's Robbie C. subtly trying to sell you on the Behemoth.
Oh, I don't know. No, it's
Not a sponsor.
I'm not a sponsor. It's just something to look into, read about, right? Because obviously everyone in this industry knows about Atlas, and they know Atlas is the way to go.
Yeah, I would agree to that. I don't know. I'm not really looking to take another risk on it.
Yeah.
Just go tried and true. There's lots of aftermarket brackets that I can get. I don't have to spend a day making a bracket to mount it. I can, buy something off the shelf and adapt it into the truck and be done.
Yeah.
So.
All right. And then what axles did you say you're running?
I got the 05 Super Duty front and rear.
Okay.
I'm on stock brakes. I changed out the master for an eye booster. So I don't have to worry about stalling or anything.
Tell these guys about that.
So it's out of a 2017, 2016 Honda Accord. And it's basically just a all-inclusive tiny little package. The master cylinder itself is only like maybe 4 inches long, if that. And it's got a 1.1 bore in it. And it'll lock up 40-inch tires at 60 miles an hour, no problem.
Damn.
And it's not it's not pneumatic, it's electric, right?
Everything's electric in
really?
it. So if you're a manual transmission, that is key, because if you're up on an obstacle and it stalls, you have brakes. You do not go rocketing back to visit your friends completely unannounced.
Yeah.
So that was
like
one of the
surprising my
biggest
friends.
things. Yeah.
You'd be surprised how many videos you see of that, dude.
I've got a few
There's
videos.
a lot of videos.
us. Yeah. Like on an obstacle, it stalls out and I'm in the trees.
Damn.
And you can push as hard as you want, but unassisted, you're not stopping it.
Yeah.
And that was before it was heavily modified.
Well, and then you did the same thing for his truck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Finally, after 8 months, figured out Dave's brakes.
Yeah.
That took a little bit.
Okay.
Eye boosters.
All right.
I boosters.
So is it something that's it still has to mount where your brake?
So what I did is I took a piece of 3/4 inch, or it's 7/8 actually, aluminum. And the first one I did, I made it on my drill press where I bored out the center and then I held it to the eye booster itself. I marked the holes, and then I made it so that that'll bolt to the eye booster, and then I drilled accordingly and tapped so that studs go through the wall. So basically that's my interruption panel. Now I have a guy that has the program all done on CNC.
Nice.
And now the plates look significantly better.
Nice.
But it's you just bolt it up and then bolt it in there, and everything. You got to add 3/4 of an inch to your throw out rod, and then it mounts right back up to the truck.
Sounds like the Land Crusher might need that soon.
Well, yeah, we need a lot of stuff.
What they cost is almost nothing.
Really?
They're like $350, where people will spend $800 to $1,000 on all these like oobla
Yeah.
$8,000.
Is anyone else doing this? Is anyone else doing this upgrade? Because the first time I heard it was when Dave told me that you did it to your truck.
So initially, Brody's like, "Why don't you do one of these eye boosters?" And he's like, "I just heard about this."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What?" So I started digging into it, and there's a whole site called EV Creates, I believe, and they have like a write-up tutorial of how to wire the thing, and
Yeah.
like
nice.
you run it in CAN mode, and it's pretty cool. But
Sick.
they didn't have anybody in rock crawlers doing them that I saw.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a little bit of a gamble, but instead of paying the $800, I'm $350, and then a couple hours in R&D. So it seemed like a good way to go.
Dude, you might be able to like make a kit for it, right? Specifically for foreigners in Tacoma, selling on the website.
So I'm actually going to talk to Dave about that, and might actually do something with that because
Whoa.
I bought all the harnesses. It's impossible to find a harness. I
Yeah.
found the company from Bosch that sells the harnesses. So I have about a dozen pigtails right now.
Wow.
And I got to just make the harnesses. And then the plate, I can print them out real fast. I do not have the ambition to post them online to deal with any of the other stuff,
Yeah.
which is the
Wait.
easiest part, I guess.
You let me know. Backyard Dynamics will help you post that up.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Free sponsor.
Yeah.
Because a Forerunner and a Land Crusher might need it soon.
Yeah.
Listening, Gabe? No.
Yeah, that's a good sign right there. You'll like them.
Yeah. So I mentioned Rubicon earlier. We kind of got off sidetrack. Dude, tell us about the Rubicon. Like, I know when Dave came back, I told him, "Don't say nothing. Let's just talk about it on the podcast. I want to be surprised."
Yeah. Well, shit, man. What's there to say? Like,
Well, let's start
was
off
an
on how you got there.
Yeah, let's start
So,
off.
I mean, so what we did
morning?
What'd you
is-
have for breakfast?
Yeah.
Sunday morning breakfast was
Dave
3:30 in the morning, picking up Dan because his Jeep broke down in Santa Isabel on his way to Nick's
Freaking
house.
Jeeps.
And this is where the Jeep joke started.
Yeah, and
In
this
the
is
beginning
where it
of
all
this trip.
started.
We get karma on that.
Oh man. So
Oh no.
anyway, his green guacamole Gary, whatever he calls that
Cherokee.
thing, the Cherokee, overheated. He had just done a bunch of work to it, radiator and whatever. And so I had to go pick him up. And breakfast was gas station donuts and orange juice, And so we went back to Nick's. And the previous day we had loaded up our trucks. He has a long gooseneck. And we kind of modified it so we could fit both mine and his
It
truck.
was a
on.
last minute thing. We had to
Yeah.
build ramps so that my truck could climb into
Yeah,
the
so his
sky,
truck's
and
sitting like,
Like the old
hanging
Banshees
off.
45 degrees up, and we barely got mine on. Like I had like 6 inches of,
Yeah.
Dang.
Damn.
of trailer space on the back.
We did that with Razors and Rhinos back in the
At
day.
least it's
Yeah.
A buddy did the same thing. He built it, so he parked his Rhino up, and we go out for day rides, just like load it.
Yeah. Be one trailer and 10 bikes and
Everyone-
razors.
Yeah, everyone in one truck.
Yeah, and
You
that's
made it
what it
work.
was for.
You
Like
made it work.
what me and you spent like 2 hours maybe building the damn thing
Yeah,
to make it,
roughly.
modify it.
To make it work.
Me and him rode together, and I didn't have to trailer my shit up there and
Yeah.
have another vehicle with more gas and.
Whoa. That
went
went
down.
hard,
Bro,
that
you're
went
okay.
real.
Yeah.
It went down the wrong windpipe. What'd you put in this water, dude? It's spicy.
It's not yellow, thank God.
Milky stuff in there, bro. Oh God. Oh shit. I think you're
All right,
pregnant.
I'm good, dude. Go ahead.
So
He just wanted
we
to
loaded
liven
up on
the party.
Saturday. We got to Nick's. I probably ended up there, I don't know, 4:45, 5 o'clock or something.
Yeah, we were trying
We
to
were
leave
supposed
at
to leave
4.
at 4, and we were on time until Dan broke down and I had to drive up and grab his ass. So that was the start to the fucking whole trip, right? And then, so we drove up. I mean, it took us almost 12 hours
12 hours.
Damn.
to get up there.
We were 2 of the guys in our group actually drove their rigs
I was about
like
to say.
real men.
Yeah.
The Comanche
Savage.
went up, and then the Tacoma, completely untested, just had a new axle put under it, drove it up there.
So another Tacoma solid axle?
Yeah.
It's an
solid-
88 Toyota pickup,
Oh.
the red one.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, pickup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he
All
did
right.
he just did a trail gear front axle swap, +5 width, so +5 inches, and then new axles and bearings and all that shit. And like he barely got it put together like the week before.
And he drove it out there.
And he just jumped in his fucking truck and just went and drove 12 hours.
No shakedown.
No air conditioning. We
Oh.
drove like it was hot.
And we kept
Fuck.
like radioing
Yeah.
back to them. Hey guys, I just turned on my heated seat. It got a little cold in here. Hope you're good. He's completely
Yeah.
clowning on him. And then Ari in the Comanche, his truck. He wasn't with us yet.
No, he
But
drove
at
up later that night.
He had to drive up, and it was like 2:00 in the morning when he got up there, and his truck was overheating like the whole way.
Oh.
Just trying to get up there. You know,
Yeah.
doing Jeep things.
Yeah.
Dang.
And then we had another van towing with us that he was towing his Jeep. So he was having
And this
JKU.
is-
a JKU. It's a 2015, whatever model that is.
Yeah,
I don't
JKU.
know. I'm not a Jeep guy. So
Yeah, with you on that.
So why
he-
was this one overheating?
So
It's a
he
Jeep,
was,
dude.
he was
I
towing
know.
with Ford Econoline. And
that he had never towed with before.
He'd
on a
never
trailer
towed
that
with.
He just bought
Yep.
with the axles that ripped off on his way home from it.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So he
Wait.
re-welded he bought this trailer with like a busted up frame, cracks everywhere.
no suspension.
No
it was direct
suspension.
weld to the
Yeah.
frame. The axle.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, just rugged.
And he bought this thing, and then on the way home, the axle ripped off. And he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna fix it." So he got out the bubble gum and started putting it back together and welded the axles back to it.
He spent so much time and money on that thing, man.
Yeah.
It was pretty atrocious.
So we were all
Damn.
afraid the whole time that wasn't going to make it.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
And we're like, what are we going to do if this thing doesn't make it?
Yeah.
But it made it.
That's
So-
great. That goes back to like that whole thing. If you're gonna go for like a long trip,
Yeah.
don't do stuff like that.
Yeah. Don't be that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Don't be
Dave
a
and I
Jeep.
the whole time
Well,
did not want to be that guy. We were so afraid of that.
I think it's you got to think of the whole crew and not yourself, right? But
Yeah.
But-
And we'll get more into that later.
and I mean, but you have those. You always have those guys that are like, "Oh, I don't make it. It'll make it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And-
band-aided enough to get it going
That's
and
basically
then
what that was.
see what happens.
Why was the
Kinda
MJ overheating?
It's a Jeep.
Yeah, it's just,
just
what it does.
Just that 4.0.
Yeah. I mean,
thing.
he had put in some kind of electric fans or something, and they were being sporadic.
Enough
And
said.
He had the mechanical fan in it, and then he put in pushers, and the pushers were like cutting in and out. So I have a feeling that when they were out, it was restricting the airflow.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably what was happening. Plus, he's not louvered or anything in his hood, so it's just all that heat's just focused
Yeah.
in there.
I know those 4.0s.
those 4.0s,
hot.
they
Yeah.
just run hot. So, but then we made it up to, we stayed at Emerald Bay Lodge.
Uh-huh.
Basically just crashed out for the night.
Yeah.
Didn't really do much.
Dave had a glory hole in his room.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
What?
Jason's?
That was Jason.
Jason had a glory hole. Yeah, just a nice little open hole through the wall.
Yeah.
Nice.
So who
So
was
we
it?
were
Which
all
one of you
gonna-
guys was on the other end?
Nick was ready.
Yeah, yeah. When you can't see what's on the other side of the wall, you just close
When
your
in
eyes
Rome.
and imagine.
When in Rome.
Oh man.
Yep. And
Wasn't there a movie like that where they go like that, they look inside and they got poked in the eye?
I know there's lots of memes.
Was it a scary movie or one of those?
Was it a scary
Yeah, I
movie?
think so.
Oh
It had to be
shit,
one of
that's
those-
funny.
Those.
Oh yeah. It was a scary movie.
They're all bloop.
It was one of the Wayne's brothers.
And he's all giggling and stuff.
Yeah.
What's that?
Ooh.
So, man, so you guys had an adventure going up and you even start the trail yet.
It was
Yeah.
pretty smooth though.
Gremlin
the
stuff.
way up
It
for
was
us
kind of
smooth.
it was kind of what to be expected when you have multiple cars towing and an old Toyota pickup truck. Yeah, he's got a 3.4 swap, but it's not like he's hauling ass everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, and we were heavy enough that we weren't really hauling ass. Once I get up to altitude, I lose a lot of power, so we wouldn't be going too much fast. Well, I say that, but
Yeah.
as soon as we broke away from the group on the way home, we were flying.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, so that was all good.
yeah.
So you said a 2-hour drive from the hotel to the.
No, it's more than
3
2.
hours.
So
It's 2.5, 3 probably.
yeah,
Wow.
and if there's a line going up Ice House, it can take you even longer. We hit it when there was road construction, but it wasn't bad at all. So the next day when we needed to go back and forth, which we'll get into, there was an hour delay going each way.
Oh wow.
So that would have really been bad. But yeah, it can take longer.
It's windy and it's huge elevation gain, like just straight uphill to get to the trailhead.
Yeah, third gear is a suggestion on most of it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
This is a road.
and this is the road just to get to the trail.
To the trail, yeah.
So a lot of people start the trail from Loon Lake.
Yeah.
Like that's the most common entrance. Like this is where everybody starts. But if you go back to Whitmore?
Wentworth or
Wentworth? Yeah, Wentworth
Wentworth
is the original beginning of the trail. And I mean, I'm glad we did that trail because it added a bunch of time but it literally throws you right into the neck of hardcore wheeling right off the bat.
So
So
before we get too far into that. So we left first thing in the morning, jumped on the road, and we drove all the way out to Ice House. The plan was to run Wentworth, and then we have to go back out the Rubicon Trail. So it goes in, a mile and a half, something like that. And then you come back out the Gatekeeper, and then we were going to stay at the campground. Next day, we were going to go back in. We went up the trail, and we jumped on Wentworth, and we're all gung-ho and excited, and we're going through all these like scenic areas, and we're just looking around. Everything's beautiful. Like this is
so
cool.
fucking beautiful out there,
Like
man.
the
don't interrupt Nick.
cliffs that you're looking at. The cliffs that you look at are just like insane. And then we get a couple of these obstacles. I don't remember the names of some of them, but like it's this, this double ledge that goes up, and you're like, wow. And I'm like, I'm gonna do this in 2-wheel drive. Yeah, no, I started burning out instantaneously. Like these things were slippery. Like we were walking down them, and like I almost went down twice just walking it.
So this is like 15 minutes into the trail?
No, this is probably 2 hours into the trail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like it started off real slow and gradual, and we were like, finally, something's here.
Yeah.
But it was kind of the dirt road to get to the trail. Like
Correct.
it wasn't like rocky very much. Like, I mean, it'd be like going down to the 905 or something.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like kind of just basic-y type stuff. But
Like a fire road almost, right?
A little more than that.
yeah,
More than that.
And then 2 hours in, you hit the...
2
So
hours
you
in.
start bumping into certain things. Like there's an old cabin out there that you get to see, and somebody, I guess, was living there because they were pulling food out in the front yard. It was kind of weird.
Hey, man, these homeless people
shit.
getting out
You
of
That guy's definitely
you
rugged.
drive by and you hear like, "Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do."
They're on the trail.
Yeah.
they're ORVing.
whatever they're on.
They were overlanders.
That's funny.
Yeah. Someone screaming to someone else.
Yeah.
No one's there.
So one of the guys that was with us in the Comanche had never been hardcore wheeling, and
Oh, wow.
in a Comanche. Now he's got a nice long arm kit on this, and he's on springs in the rear. And the whole time we were talking about this, we're like, all right, somebody good behind him, somebody good in front of him. We can winch him forward, we can winch him back. We'll drag Ari through this trail.
So he's on 33s and one locker.
We just put a rear lock.
Just
in
put the rear,
Yeah.
and he's geared 456s. And
on a stock
on a
case.
3-inch lift. Like it wasn't crazy.
No.
It,
What
like
size tires?
33s.
Like my truck.
33s?
Yeah.
3-inch lift.
Oh, shit.
33s.
I thought you needed
333.
like 35 and up to go through the Rubicon.
You can go through the Rubicon on 31s. Like,
Really?
yeah, Ian was out there on Samurai.
Wait,
and I
what-
think
it-
those are on
33s.
31.
What truck
Is
was
that-
this?
Yeah. So this was
on
a
the
Jeep
Comanche.
Oh,
Jeep
it's a
Comanche, the pickup
Oh,
truck.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, the older pickup
It's like
truck.
an X shape,
V8?
but it's a pickup
That's a
truck.
V8.
It's an inline
No,
6.
it's
It was
Oh,
just
is
a
it?
4-liter.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
when
it's the
the-
80s. Like
Yeah.
Aren't they supposed to bring them back supposedly with the
just shorten the
yeah,
Gladiator.
just from the Gladiator? I've seen the
No, I was
for that.
thinking
They
a
were talking
full size Comanche, the old.
Oh, the old
no.
ones. Yeah.
No.
Comanche.
That's so
Yeah.
racist.
Sam Squatch.
But yeah, to get back what Nick was talking about, like we were, designating, making sure that he was watched and taken
Yeah.
care of, and knowing that he has, I mean, he may have hit
Zero
You
experience.
guys are good parents.
Coral Canyon maybe once in his life, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But he does not have any experience at all.
Yeah.
And so we started going, and
we got our little cub nestled right here.
Yeah.
And then we hit this one called Ambulance Hill. And all the videos of this trail make it look like it's nothing. Like, this is the warm-up loop, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Holy shit. It is not a warm-up loop.
Yeah.
It took every bit of my suspension, took every bit of Dave's suspension, and we were going up, and I'm like, this is pretty gnarly. Everybody lock up right here. Don't go into this naive. And then we got about halfway up. I'm like, guys, anybody got visual on Ari? And I look in the mirror, and here comes the Comanche up this stuff that on 40s, 37's the other guy, and we are like spinning tire and mobbing our way through this. And he is sending this thing.
Like the samurai.
Amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Amazing.
We were all like, Ari, I can't even believe you are here right now. And he's like, I'm doing it. And then we got to a couple points where one obstacle in particular, you could go to the left of this big rock or you can go to the right. And if we were to go left, it was too narrow for our trucks. So we had to climb about 4.5 to 5 foot ledge, would you say?
Yeah.
Straight up on the driver's side, which on the right-hand side of us, there was a cliff going down. So we had to get up on that and then pitch the whole thing sideways. And this is where Dave got real comfortable off camber, because
I fucking hate off camber, dude. Like,
it is not.
I'll go uphill, I'll go downhill. When you're
sideways,
because my shit's super soft too. So when I pitch it, or if it gets pitched one way, my whole cab just goes, and I'm like leaf spring in the back, so that unloads the just unloads everything to that side that you're pitching it at. So he's stable for the most part, and I'm sitting here, sideways looking at this cliff going, holy fucking shit.
It's a gnarly cliff too.
Yeah.
But we ended up getting up that, and then Ari's like sending it on the left, and I'm like, something ain't right here. You got your locker on? He's like, no. He made it all the way up that. Essentially in two-wheel drive. And we were like, what?
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't know I needed my locker. And I'm like, you gotta be shitting me.
He's like, keep it on.
I'm like, you turn that thing on, don't turn it off.
He's like those clueless people that all this danger happens and they just avoid everything.
Well, he just isn't experienced. Like, he didn't know, like, should I have it on?
He was able to do that without the locker.
Well, major props to this guy, man. He full sent it. Like, he had sliders in front and rear bumper, but
I'll send you some pictures.
It, dude.
On 31.
33.
33s.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
He was feeling his vehicle.
I've seen videos where they're like, don't even show up without 37.
Everybody had lockers back in the day either. They were just doing it with open disc, 4-wheel drive, and doing stuff.
They were running it on like 29s. And that was
but here's the thing. All the guys on 40s, 42s, 48s, they've rutted it out. Like, it is.
Yeah. The trail is way different than when they were doing it. For
you can do it with no lockers, but your shit's going to get fucked up.
Yeah.
It is going to take some hits.
Did he get any body damage on the
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, the whole side of the bed got stoved in. The pillar between the driver's door and the back, so
it's like a little extra cab kind of deal.
C-pillar. That took a nasty hit.
Yeah.
The front fender took a hit.
Dang.
Yeah, no, the thing got all beat up. It looks like a Mad Max truck now. Then Jason in the red truck, he stoved in his bed in the same place.
Yeah.
And those two are best friends. And I'm like, you guys don't have to do everything.
And
they did it on the same freaking rock.
Yeah,
too.
the same rock, the same point of time, the same fucking dent on both of their trucks.
They had a good attitude about it, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
At first, they were both like, but I mean, they took so many hits.
You can fix it too, man, later on. It's not
Yeah, no, they took nasty hits.
Oh,
yeah.
But as a spoiler alert, that Jeep is the only one of us that did not break.
Yeah.
There you
No
go.
mechanical hit.
I guess Jeeps can't be reliable, bro. There you
Fucking
go,
issue with that Jeep.
Was on the way
The
home.
whole fucking on the way home.
On
just
the way home, he was
overheating.
overheating. But
When
it
he
was
parked it-
108 degrees.
When he
so-
parked it just broke.
You gave it on the
And everything was loose when we got back to camp and checked it.
Yeah.
His whole front suspension was loose as fuck when we got back.
Damn.
To camp.
Yeah,
Maybe
we
that's
had
the
to tighten
trick.
every bolt up. It was. He's not double. why am I blanking on the name? He is not doubled up on any of his tie rod ends or anything.
Double shear.
Double shear, yeah.
Yeah.
And so everything was loose and wobbling, hogged out.
That's why he didn't mess up. You know how
Maybe
we got to
that's a
stay
trick.
loose in an accident,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He wasn't stiff, so he was good to go.
Yeah. That's why they always
Basically,
say
it was the Kalashnikov AK-47.
the drunk guy that crashes.
Loose tolerances.
He gets up and walks out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man. So that was the first day.
So that was the first
No,
day.
so Jason went up in the red Tacoma, and we're like, dude, turn your locker on, and he's like, it's a Detroit, it should be on, and we're like, oh, shit, here we go, like first day,
part of the trail,
real obstacle,
Yep.
and it's blown up. So he's like, maybe it's a hub. He's had issues
on
with
the
his
front?
burr fields.
Yeah, that axle that just got rebuilt.
Yeah, he's had issues with the
shit.
burr fields on the other axle, so he's supposed to have these chromoly and like all this fun stuff. It did not work. So we came out of there. We kept going. He managed to get up, but then the thing started binding on him. There was still like 2.5 hours of trail left.
Damn.
And this truck's like darting to the side. So he had to undo the hubs, let everything freewheel. And he basically did the last part of the trail to come out. He did gatekeeper, some of the gnarly freaking obstacles in 2-wheel drive.
Damn.
Yeah, just locked rear.
So it could,
Yeah.
Yeah, just locked rear. That's it.
So
Yeah.
it can be
Yeah.
done, but you need to have big ass tires.
It was
Anything's possible with the big cojones, and I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
that dude will
Yeah, that's
send
true.
that truck.
And
will
he does
that
send
truck.
for sure.
I did John Bull in 2-wheel drive because I broke my CV axles in the front. So
Yeah,
anything.
anything's possible. So.
Well, especially if you don't give a shit about the truck.
That's a big plus. If you don't care
Like,
about that.
Well, I
it's
know
just
he
a
gives a shit
scratch,
about the
but-
truck. You know what I mean? Because it's just like an old classic truck.
Yeah.
You know, and
He does like that truck.
but he loves giving it the beans.
Damn.
The Franken beans.
Loves
he
giving it
built
the
it to
beans.
hit
He's
it.
stuck in the middle.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I love it, but fuck it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty much. Like,
He
awesome.
will full send to get up.
he's not afraid of an obstacle. He will
Nice.
try it
Yeah,
Nice.
for sure.
yeah. So we finally get all done that, and if it wasn't for Onyx, we kept getting off trail.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Even though you think you're following it and you're watching Onyx and you're really zoomed in, next thing you know, you're over here and the map's telling you need to be over here, and then they reconnect real quick,
Oh damn.
or they disconnect real quick. And like numerous times, I'm like, "Hey guys, we don't know where we are." So
No trail markers.
they have those road
Little
reflectors
reflectors, the yellow
glued
ones.
to the rocks and
Yeah.
stuff. But I mean, you're following it. Next thing you know, like there's a
lost 'em.
barrier
You don't
of
see them.
rocks.
Yeah.
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 Or there's
so-
like you're like at an edge of a trail. Like, well, nobody's been through here. What the fuck? You know.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
No tire
Making
marks
your
or
own
anything. I'm
we
like,
had
"Hey,
to
guys."
we had to recourse a couple of times
Yeah.
throughout the trail.
Yeah, so on that same trail, we got one guy limping out in 2-wheel drive, and then Dave, we noticed that his power steering line started leaking. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, hey, dude, you'll probably make it back. We have fluid. Like, let's just keep going. Yeah, no, he made it, I don't know, a few hundred feet or like
We
an
were towards
obstacle
the end of
later.
that, getting ready to the gatekeeper.
No, we were still a couple hours away because Jason was panicking that he needed to get out and get cell
Oh, that's
service.
right. That's right.
So we were like losing light, and luckily it blew off, and it was one of those screw together hydraulic fittings. So
Yeah.
I was able to
Oh.
take it off. I grabbed the grinder, cut it off. We put it back together, and Bob's your uncle. We're out of there in 30,
Yeah.
40 minutes.
If that.
How you
Nice.
know my uncle?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
kidding.
What's up, Bob?
And you guys fixed it, no leaks?
Fixed it. No,
Fixed it.
still holding to
Still
this
there.
day.
Really?
So
Nice.
No
why
problem.
was that guy
That's
tripping
good.
out about service in the middle of nowhere?
Because he needed to get back to get whatever parts he's going to need. Another guy that was with us in the Comanche was in the process of selling his house, and the sale was going sour. So he's freaking out about trying to sign documents and everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
at
negotiating.
Yeah, and
with
at
his
this
real
part of
estate
the
agent.
trail, it's
Yeah.
like you get service some places and not others. Like
Yeah.
you still have a little bit here.
Yeah.
So yeah, all that goes down, and then we get off the trail, and we went back out the gatekeeper, and then got back to camp, and we tore it apart. and found that the axle was roughly 1.75 inches or 2 inches too short. So it was only engaging a 16th, if that, of the axle.
Was that the pickup truck?
That
Yeah,
was
the red pickup truck.
Yep. Yep. So he sheared off all the teeth on that thing.
Oh, man.
And so we tore it apart, and he's like, I'm going to make phone calls in the morning. So we went back to our camp, and we were trying to figure out, like, if he can get an axle, we'll camp here tomorrow. We'll spend our free day here and wait for parts and yada, yada. So we set up camp and everything, and they had beer bongs.
They
had beer bongs
Yo.
for the bears.
For the bears.
So they had bear boxes, and we were told tons of times, put all your food in there. So we put all of our food in the bear box. And my whole thing, this whole trip, I was Googling how to deal with bears. What do you need? Like, we're all heavily armed. We have bear spray. We have horns. We have like.
All you have to really do is say, "Shoo bear."
So that's what everybody told us.
That's exactly what everyone
bears,
said, bro.
grizzly bears.
But I'm going to tell you,
like the bear.
Hey,
you go face
so
to face.
was it just was it just some hairy dude wearing leather that walked in from the Blue Oyster?
Wait,
Robert was secretly
if
following
that's the
us.
case, man, a bear box has a different meaning.
He's all, hey.
Yeah.
Fody shows up topless.
No, it was Robert, dude. He snuck up there.
Sasquatch.
Snaky up in there.
That's Sasquatch watch.
I was looking for my cub.
He's,
So,
hey, this is bear
so
country.
over there, is it
No
is it
Sasquatches.
grizzlies or black bears?
Black bears.
Okay, so those are
Those are much better to deal with, and all
they're
they want
friendly?
is food.
Yeah.
But I had told Dave ahead of time, I said, listen, I know we all like to fuck around. Do not make bear noises near my tent at night. It's not going to end well.
Gonna get shot.
I'm not
snoring.
kidding in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And
yourself,
we're sleeping, and all of a sudden I hear, "Rah!" And I'm like, what the hell is that? You know, I'm like looking around, and I'm silent because I'm
paranoid.
trying to figure out if I was sleeping and heard it. And then all of a sudden I hear Dave go, Nick, don't do anything stupid. There's a bear in the camp. And I heard that. I'm like, wait, right now? And he's like, yes. He's playing with your cooler. I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck no.
Are you serious?
And
Yeah,
I'm like,
dude. So,
oh shit.
so I woke up, right? And, you know, obviously it's like 1 or 2 in the morning, whatever it was.
I had to
And
push Dan to the
I
side.
Hear,
go cuddle on your own.
I got
I
this.
literally hear, so it's like a 55 quart cooler,
it's
Yeti
a big
cooler.
one.
It's a big one,
75.
75,
Yeah,
right?
it's a big one.
That's a
I
big
hear
one.
the sloshing of ice in a cooler. This bear was literally playing fucking ping pong with
the-
that
with the
cooler.
big
And it
ass
was
cooler.
full and it had ice in it. And I'm like coming to, and I'm like, dude, what the hell? Slosh. Yeah,
That was
dude.
my boy's property, bro, in Joshua Tree. He has a house over there.
shit.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, dude, bears come out over there. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I didn't know.
That's
there was
real.
bears
So
out there.
I hear that and I'm all, hey, and I just fucking yelled super loud. And this was before anybody else was
challenged
fucking
the
awake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I grabbed my piece and I'm just standing there
So
and
He's all.
he's standing
and I was like, I was in my boxers, bro. I sleep in my boxers, man. Like
he
that's
grabbed
how it
his
is.
Long
Star Wars
And
sword.
Dan was sleeping in there
Yeah,
with me.
Dan couldn't move after that.
No.
He was all bricked up watching
Yeah, he
Dave
was
stand
like,
there. And
I'm gonna cover my head. So I'm like, hey Dan, there's a bear outside, man. And he goes, aren't we supposed to be loud? Like, make noise. And then like me and Dan both were like, ah! And that's when Nick woke up. And then I was like, hey Nick, there's a don't do anything stupid. There's a bear in camp.
You guys didn't cuss at it? Like, get the fuck out of here.
No.
He would've-
Nick
No.
goes fucking outside like fucking commando,
Rambo.
like fucking 2 guns and
Dirty
bear
Harry.
spray and a flashlight. And he's like, where's the fucking bear?
ready
And he starts walking around the camp and I'm
Lasers
sitting there in
coming
my
out.
tent,
Hunter
like
dude over here.
looking up the top and fucking, I got my gun in my hand and the light's going like this, just kind of peeping around.
Wait,
and,
quick question. What gun did you take?
it's a Glock 19.
Oh
That
shit.
bear would have
That's not a bear
pissed
stopper.
him off. No.
no, the 9mm on regular target ammo will actually do
Some
a good
damage.
amount of
I would
damage.
say like
Yeah.
a 10 millimeter.
just a
A 10mm is going to drop the bear for
Yeah.
sure. Like
Yeah.
none of us really. you know,
We
I
didn't
know
want to
enough
hurt the bear.
Yeah.
You want
Like,
to be
that
friends
wasn't
with the
intention.
bear.
Oh, you
But
don't
if the bear
want
comes
a barbecue?
after us, he's going down.
That's what
Yeah.
cops say too, bro. Just saying, man. But they just unload.
I'm your friend.
That's kind of what it is, you
I'm
know.
your
but,
friend, and you turn around quick
We had
and
the
then you
bear
just-
spray. We had the air horns.
Yeah, bro,
you know, we were
That's where
yelling
you
and screaming.
sprinkle a little bit of cocaine on him,
Yeah.
like the
Yes.
old.
I mean, just saying,
Dave
dude. Bear
Chappelle?
versus
Yeah.
Tacoma. I don't think that bear's gonna win, man.
We were joking at first about putting cocaine in a burger. Not that any of us have access to
Yeah.
cocaine.
Yeah.
Just throwing
Well,
that
yeah,
out there.
no.
I wasn't there.
If there was access,
Yeah.
or like making a laxative burger for him.
A laxative.
No.
So like 20 minutes later, you
Shit
hear the
all
bear
over your
just
camp.
shitting his pants everywhere.
Yes, a bear does shit in the woods.
That bear does.
Dude,
We didn't think of it until after we got there.
Give
though.
him some edibles. Dude.
Dang. So,
Right?
did you guys see it?
Could have
Would
pet
the bear get paranoid?
So I did
Did
not
you
physically
like-
see it that night,
No, I didn't
and
see
Nick
it
didn't
either.
physically see it.
Oh, so he came back?
So
Well,
we'll
this-
get into that
Oh,
later.
shit.
Yeah.
So-
So we were freaking out the rest of the night. Like I
I was
out,
up. I was
Take turns,
bright-eyed, like
Like, bro, take turns.
I'm not going to sleep. I'm like
We
probably
could
for
hear
2
our
hours.
hair growing. Not
Yeah.
so much Dave, but like
Yeah.
we could hear our hair growing. That's
Every
how
little,
tuned in
like we
were.
heard owls flying and we heard sticks moving and rustling because we were just so tuned in to listen for another bear to come. You
Oh,
know,
shit.
And then like
You guys are
20
paranoid.
minutes later, we
Yeah,
hear
super
a
paranoid.
crash, kabang, and then a bunch of
Oh,
dogs
shit.
barking.
Oh, fuck.
And this is probably like 10 campsites away from us, which they're spread out pretty good. So this is the far end. And then, yeah, the bear was over there hanging out. And one of the guys in our group, he actually woke up. The bear's in his camp. And he's like, I was so drunk, I didn't even care. But like, the bear walked through his camp.
Yo, come here, Yogi.
Yeah.
What's up, Yogi?
So when
Yeah,
we
he
got
just
up in the
walks
morning,
by.
the thing's paw was probably, I don't know, 4 inches in
Yeah.
circumference.
Those
About
probably-
4
that was
inches.
And
juice,
like
about
you could
5.
see where he went up the hill. Like he came
Oh,
between
wow.
our tents and like the dual paw thing up.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I was like, that's cool. So now my cooler has these authentic bear teeth mark on it.
Oh,
and stuff.
cool.
And claw marks.
Was it
That's
locked?
sick.
Yeah, it was. Well, I mean,
The
bungee
Yeti has
down.
those rubber
Yeah.
like
Oh,
clamps,
okay,
you know
yeah.
what I
The
mean?
What?
So
It didn't know how to open it with them?
no, it didn't open
The
it.
damage wasn't nearly what I thought it would have been.
It's a Yeti.
Especially
what
how
I
far he
heard-
threw it.
When he was like literally, dude, batting this thing around,
Yeah.
I figured it would have been just, you know,
All fucked up. Yeah.
Super
Yeti,
fucked
man.
up.
It's a
Yeah.
Yeti.
Dang.
It wasn't like, hey, boo boo.
Yeah. So we got no sleep that night. This whole trip was like sleep deprived.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, after
Big
that.
time.
That was the first night.
That was the
That was
first night.
damn.
Oh,
And that's in the
Bear attacks
campground.
food.
Yeah.
Like that is in your like home base, secluded, like your safety, I guess.
damn.
All the other
so much.
campsites were not set up like this. They were just here. You're in the wilderness. Like, okay, let's
Go wherever you want.
stop here,
Yeah.
kind of deal. Not designated.
So you guys were all tenting it?
Yeah.
Damn.
So
Yeah.
we woke up in the morning and Jason had already found an axle for his truck, identified
There you go.
the part number differences, and he knew where it was. And all we had to do was get it. So we're like talking to the counselor, the manager
Camp host.
for the campground. And he's like, I got a buddy coming up later. He's going to drive right through there. So everything worked out. This
No
dude
way.
brought us the
Nice.
part up. So we spent the day down at the water, drinking and floating around and just having a good day. Got the parts back at the end of the day, put back together the truck, drunk as hell. And that axle worked perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
But then
No
we
other
spent
issues.
one
That
more
worked
night
out.
there. No bears that night.
Yeah.
No.
And then in the morning, we got up to leave. And I had, not being a big Jeep fan, I bought a 4.5-foot duck. And I'm like, this is going to be amazing. I'm going to strap it to the roof and everybody's going to love it. And one of the guys in our group in the Comanche, he's like, I brought a 6.5-foot duck. And I'm like, fuck, I got a duck.
6.5 foot.
6.5-foot duck. It took
Damn.
You got one of the ones that you
truck.
lay on, and his was just an inflatable duck.
Yeah, mine was
Oh.
light up like it was going to be driving through the trail and he's going to
Yeah.
glow at night. Like I was all excited about this. We made it 100 feet onto the trail. I passed a group of Jeeps as we went in and they're all like looking, giving me the stank eye.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't like it.
And a tree hit the duck and slid his neck off. Boom, right
Yeah,
down. I'm like,
deflated.
really?
That's funny.
Yeah. So that was a huge
In front of the
bummer.
Jeep guys?
No.
Oh, that would have been even funnier, dude.
Yeah.
Basically on the gatekeeper. I mean,
Right before the gatekeeper. Yeah. I went to turn down into it, and a tree just took his head.
Damn.
I wasn't very excited.
Trees on not today.
this is the Jeep Trail, bitch.
Rubicon.
Yeah.
This represents
Jeep
Jeeps. You know
fans.
they won't make it.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Jeep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a sponsor yet.
So,
Damn.
Yeah. So we ended up hitting the gatekeeper. All of us did great on the gatekeeper. I don't know. I think we pretty much walked through most of this stuff at that point, right?
The second day.
It was the third day that I had the issue, I think.
second day you had the issue.
Was it?
Yeah. That day, about halfway through,
Okay.
because we hit it was right before cell phone tree, and we stayed at Boone Lake that night, remember?
Yeah. Yep.
So it was the second day. Nick's truck blew a brake line fitting right at the master.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
There's no
right
pinch
at the
now.
master.
How
So
does that happen?
Nothing. I don't know. We had just redone them.
me and him did them like the week before,
Yeah.
and he test drove
doesn't
it. and
move,
checked.
right? I mean, technically it doesn't move.
It's a
No.
flare
Supposed
fitting,
to- but
it's a compression
yeah.
flare fitting. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
dual flare.
when we redid his lines, he drove it around. Everything worked.
I made it the whole first day of
Made it the
wheeling.
whole first day, and then it just fucked. Every time he hit the brake pedal,
Spitting
just
out.
spitting brake fluid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went. There's one spot on that trail in the middle of it called Cell Phone Tree. That is the only place in the entire world you'll ever get any service on that trail.
Yeah.
Just that's what it is. So we posted up on the Rubicon Trail Facebook group.
We chilled there for
Hey,
2 hours.
Yeah, we sat there for like 2 hours. Hey, does anyone have a brake line flare tool? Blah blah blah. We're up here, and probably like 30 cars passed by us or something.
Yeah, we
were
asked
asking
everybody.
everybody as they drove by, and nobody had this tool.
No.
That's the one tool you don't bring.
You don't
right?
think you
Yeah.
don't think about it. I mean, he
I got
thought
one
about
now.
it.
I got one now.
Yeah. So
I thought about it because, like, it's kind of the thing, you know. I had spare brake line. I had compression fittings, which aren't really for brakes, but in a pinch it'll work.
And you know
Right.
what's funny is that's a weak link in the car, right? Because it's right by the wheel. It's something that if you hit a rock, it just
this
shears
was at
off.
the
Easily
master.
pinch it.
Oh yeah, and it potentially could catch
Yeah.
on a rock or a twig
Yeah.
if it comes up and
Shears it off.
rips it off, whatever.
So
But
this guy actually reached out to me on Facebook and private messaged me and said, "Hey, I can hook you up." So I called him and he's like, "Hey, dude, I'm gonna bring you one. I'll bring it to you tomorrow." So now we're like, okay, great. We're gonna get to this Buckman Springs. We're gonna poach up, and I'm not going anywhere until tomorrow.
The guy gets there.
We'll get the tool and
Yeah.
then I'll march on. But
So you
I
guys were
wheeled.
in the trail, right?
yeah,
We were
that
on
guy
the
was
trail.
gonna drive to you in the trail.
he was doing the trail
He
the
was doing
next
trail.
day.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that Rubicon site on Facebook is legit. Like,
Dude, the people on that
Everybody.
site is willing to help anybody for
Oh, that's
any
cool. You
instance.
get your normal
They are
clowns.
super, super,
Yeah.
super willing to help people because they understand. I mean,
It's a community.
Yeah.
It's like there is no help. There, like only certain vehicles can even get to that point where you guys
Yeah.
are at.
Yeah.
And they understand, like, if you're in an F situation, you're in a fucked situation.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
So-
you are fucked.
I saw your post, right, on the Rubicon looking for a flare. I'm like, oh, shit, I wonder what happened. And I see Dan answered, can't you just weld it?
Fucking damn.
And I'm like,
So
wait,
everybody,
why would
kept
Dan
coming up
answer?
with all
I'm like-
these ideas?
yeah, I'm like, why would Dan answer if he's like right there with him?
Yeah.
He's
On
sitting right
Facebook?
next to him.
Dan wasn't with us, by the way. Dan ran off to go poopy in the woods.
He did.
He was gone
He
for a
took
little
a little
So he was
intermission.
probably on Facebook
Yeah,
while
yeah,
pooping.
yeah.
man.
So
He had a
Busting
little
one
upset
out.
tummy.
He's after that first night with the bear scare and Dave in his boxers running
Dude, I
around.
woke up Dan and we scared the bear away that first night, and within 10 minutes he was,
He was snoring.
passed out. Bear
I
didn't even
honestly-
face
he
him
slept
fucking
good.
one bit, dude.
Yeah.
He slept good.
At first,
Yeah.
I actually thought that these two sawing logs in the tent would like scare the bears away. In hindsight, it probably thought
Attracted.
that was their mom.
It was a mating
Oh,
call.
and it was
shit.
like, "Where's my mommy?"
Mating
Yeah.
call.
The mating call.
Mama.
I'm the
He's
bear.
like, I heard
It
you
was a
guys were
calling-
looking for a bear and it stood up. I'm
right here,
chest.
Not as hairy as you, but
He put on that leather sailor hat.
Bull recording and shit. What the fuck?
Right?
Blue oyster lights up behind him.
Favorite.
It's funny.
So
Yeah, so I ran 3/4 of that trail with no brakes,
Damn.
which was more than sketchy. Like,
Yeah, the
I'm
rest of
happy
that
that
day.
it was a manual transmission, but I kept it in first and second gear. And then Jason he was, taking lead on the trail so I could find an easy line. And he just kept stopping in front of me. And I'm like, bro.
Like, keep
So I'm
going.
like parking it in rocks and like everything I did had to be
You're like, I can't
calibrated
brake.
to stop.
He's trying to be
Yeah.
careful, but at the same time, it's like, man,
Yeah.
you're actually stopping the progress.
So
Yeah.
So then we show up at Soup Bowl, and I was so excited about this because I saw a couple guys on Instagram hit it backwards. And I'm like, dude, I am going to do this. So I'm like, I might see it and pans out and, it's way harder, but we got to it and I couldn't hit it because if I hit it and I stall or something goes wrong,
you're stuck.
there's
there.
nothing. I don't have any protection. I'm going somewhere.
Yeah.
So Jason got on it. And this goes back to what Dave was saying. He is not afraid to hit an obstacle.
Oh,
Yeah.
and
J-
the Jeep.
Jason was the Jeep or the
The red-
pickup?
the red pickup.
Red
The red
pickup.
pickup.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Ari is the Jeep guy.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So he gets up on it and starts spinning wheel and decides to just give this thing the beans
Oh, shit.
and hit it in second gear and just tore his drive shaft apart.
Oh.
Just completely separated because he's sprung in the front.
Damn.
So he's got the bigger shackles. It just separated the yoke.
The drive shaft on the
Yeah.
front?
Yeah.
Like
So-
you didn't shred it apart. It's separated.
Yeah, so we had to unlock his hubs, and I stuck a stick up there to keep his drive shaft up so we could get him off. And then I got him off.
Giggity.
So yeah, then we had to put that back together. So we were down for another 20 minutes or so on that.
Yeah, minimal.
And then we headed out of there, kept going down the trail. Ended up, every car that went by, we were like, dude, do you have a brake line flare? And they're like, the guy 3 cars back, he's got to have one. And every time I'm like, ah!
Yeah.
Nobody had one. So finally this dude had one, but he only had the compression part and then the first flare. And I'm like, dude, I don't know if that's even going to work. But
Yeah.
we did it and it held. And I'm
it
like,
work.
I got brakes. So we kept going. And then when we got into camp, Ian had seen the Facebook post and got on our channel and was like, you guys still need that? And we're like, yes, of course you would have it.
Trail Jesus.
Yeah, Trail Jesus.
Ian's new name is Trail Jesus.
Yeah. I think he said he welded together like 7 vehicles while we were out there.
Yeah.
Damn.
And the guys that service the bathrooms.
Yeah. Pulled them out. Yeah. So he came over and we flared it correctly, but that took like 5 tries. It just didn't want to make the proper crimp. So now my brake line's all like standing up at an angle and like ripped out of everything.
Is
it
it
should be.
shortened?